on A112. It mentions the administration of various federal programs and talks about potential liability or jeopardy for the state. So there may be disallowance of certain system development costs, sanctions imposed by the federal grantor agencies for noncompliance with specific program requirements, and requests for return of federal funds for benefits provided to ineligible individuals. I think we in the House are very concerned because that reads to me as financial liability to the state. I think nursing homes and child care providers and other providers are concerned because it reads as financial liability for them, having received payments that they might not have been eligible to get. Can you quantify for us what you think that liability is?
No, we can't. And the reason we can't quantify it is that all of that information is not in Deloitte's hands. It really is a combination of program data that the state has and data that we have in our system that needs to come together to fully quantify any particular, liability in each one of these areas. What we can say is that we've already provided a credit to the state, as the chairwoman read in Eric Bean's memo, and that is partially to cover free services, if you like, for those things that that were not in our original contract, but in large part to address unanticipated costs. And we expect to continue to work with the state and the counterparts to resolve issues of that type to the extent that they're a result of the systems issues that we've been experiencing.
So I understand you're fixing the system, but the Auditor General is pointing to liabilities that are outside of the system being fixed. So I understand that you're working for free, you're fixing. But this isn't about fixing, this is about contingent liabilities to the state and to the providers for these customers.
Yeah, as I said, we're continuing to work with the state and we're proceeding with discussions with them around what unanticipated costs the state has based on system issues that, that are related to the Rhode Island Bridges system. So they're not all known at this point in time. We can't give you a definitive, exactly how much is that, which programs was it in. That's, much of that data is discussion, the state needs to present to us, but we continue to be in discussions with the state about unanticipated costs and credit and the credits that we currently have to cover those and anything additional that needs to occur, as we proceed with the project.
Okay, and the longer this goes on, I guess the higher the jeopardy and liability to the state.
As the system proceeds, and as we have been, in my opening comments discussing, is the time frames for eligibility determination, the accuracy of eligibility determinations. The backlog is getting better every day. So so things, as these things improve on a day-by-day basis, any additional costs, any unusual costs that the state incur go down every day. So, as we go on for a longer period of time, as long as we get our backlogs, our eligibility processes, and accuracy where they should be, and they're rapidly approaching those levels, then those additional costs that the states have been incurring will start to go down comparatively and get into the normal range very quickly, we believe.
Okay, thank you.